Welcome back to the Cossy Arsenal channel. My name is Cossy. Welcome back to a brand new video. The transfer window has officially opened today on the 1st of June 2025. And Arsenal now can go out there and sign and register players officially. It is now official. Clubs can register players and transfers may begin. Obviously, with clubs like Arsenal, clubs like Liverpool, transfers had already begun. You will have noticed that Chelsea have already signed Liam Delap. You will have noticed that Madrid have signed already a player in Trent Alexander-Arnold. And of course, Liverpool have registered the signing of Jeremy Frimpong. And Arsenal are very close to announcing the signing of Martin Zubimendi. But before June the 1st and before June the 16th, you can sign players, but you cannot register them. Now, with the opening of the window today, Arsenal can register players. We can register Martin Zubimendi between today and June the 10th if we want. And if we don't, we shall have another opening of the window on June the 16th. So this is how it's going to work. It's a little bit complicated, but I will explain to you very, very well. So today is June the 1st, and officially the transfer window is gonna open for 10 days. And the reason as to why it is opening for 10 days is because we have the Club World Cup coming up. And the Club World Cup is going to open the window for 10 days to allow teams that will participate in the Club World Cup to sign players. So teams like Chelsea and Manchester City will be participating in the Club World Cup, right? So this 10-day period was created for clubs in the Club World Cup, the clubs that are going to compete and participate in the Club World Cup to sign players before they join the tournament. However, from 1st June to 10th June, anyone can sign players. Arsenal can register players, Manchester United, Tottenham can register players, even if they're not going to be part of the Club World Cup. Does it make sense? It really does make some sense, doesn't it? Right? So it is a transfer window that is open for just 10 days, right? But anyone can sign players and anyone can register players. And from the 1st of June, which is today, Arsenal can go and do the deals they want to do. Now, if 10th June passes, the transfer window will then close again, which is a little bit of a madness that I don't understand why FIFA is doing this, right? But the transfer window will close on June the 10th, and then on the 16th of June, again, the transfer window will open again until the 1st of September. But for me, this is crazy. The only way to understand this is clubs can sign players from the 1st of June until the 1st of September, because in between there, it doesn't really matter when you register a player. Jeremy Frimpong has signed for Liverpool. They haven't registered him yet. Liam Delap has signed for Chelsea. They haven't registered him yet. But all players have been announced as players of their new clubs, right? So I think Arsenal have got 90 days. And actually, why I wanted to do this video is to explain the expectations at the end of the window, and also to explain to you the plan. What are Arsenal planning to do in this 90 days, and try to see whether I am on board with that, right? And I will also try to give you what I think Arsenal should be doing in this next 3 months, in these 90 days. But I'm going to tell you what Arsenal are doing, what Arsenal planning to do, and my expectation at the end of the window. But before we get into that, it is 90 days. Guys, it is 90 days. June the 1st to September the 1st. It is 90 days. I don't want to sit here on my low-hanging seat 3 months later and we're hearing or we're talking about deadline day madness. Arsenal need a deadline day miracle. We are not going to need deadline day miracles. In the summer, where you have 90 days and you have, yes, we have a lot of work to do, contract extensions, player sales, signing a striker, signing a world-class winger, and maybe adding to the midfield. It's going to be a lot of work. I understand. But unless there is a clear market opportunity, like, I don't know. But unless there is a clear market opportunity, there is no, I don't want to hear that Arsenal are looking to have a deadline day madness. I don't have a problem with Arsenal signing players on deadline day, and I will be excited. But it should be that within the first 2 months, we get done most of our work. The third month, which is August, we have a lot of preparations for the new season. It should be about getting peripheral deals done, getting all the players that are unwanted out, and maybe you haven't signed a backup GK yet, you get one in, and maybe you haven't signed a left back in, and they're not a priority. The priority deals should be done between June and July, and then August should be, we should use August to sell and also to bring in players that are not considered priorities. So this is the plan that Arsenal are trying to execute this summer, and we have 90 days. Number one, Mikel Arteta and Andre Bata, for now, will have to announce the signing of Martin Zubimendi. This one is done. Medicals should be happening very soon, and the player should be registered and announced within the next 10 days. To be honest, unless we are lazy, unless we are trying to milk the situation, the Martin Zubimendi deal should be announced within this period here, right? This period you see right there, June 1st and June 10th, that is when we should be registering the Martin Zubimendi deal. So that is the first thing, that is the first order of the plan, as to getting that off the agenda. And Martin Zubimendi is going to be a big signing. He's going to be an upgrade to Thomas Partey, and he's going to be an upgrade to Jorginho. He's going to change the way Arsenal approach in terms of attacking. He's going to change the way Arsenal really play in that midfield. And I hope that we get to see more creativity from the players around him. I hope that we get to see this Arsenal team do a little bit better with Martin Zubimendi in the team. So that is going to be signing number one, Martin Zubimendi. Now, signing number two, a centre forward. Arsenal, they have paused almost each and everything they want to do, and they want to get a centre forward next. Now, it might not be the centre forward that I want. It might not be the centre forward that you actually want. But the question is, are we going to get a centre forward this summer? And the answer is absolutely fucking yes. We are getting a centre forward, and there are two players that Arsenal have to decide between. That is Victor Gyökeres on one hand, and the preferred option at Arsenal right now by Mikel Arteta, Benjamin Sesko. I'm not going to discuss details in terms of where the deals are, because we've discussed that a lot on the channel, and we have a lot of time to discuss any updates that will be coming up. But what I can tell you right now is Sesko is number one priority. Mikel Arteta wants him. A deal is going to be between £65 million to £75 million. Arsenal are there. They are pushing. Talks ongoing, as also talks are ongoing for Victor Gyökeres. If we don't get Sesko, we shall be getting Victor Gyökeres. But what I want to do is put a timeline on the Benjamin Sesko deal. Listen, it is not a crime for Arsenal to want Sesko. And I've seen so many people there in my comment section on Twitter, very angry. We don't want Sesko, blah, blah, blah. I don't want Sesko too. I don't believe Sesko is the guy to take you to the next level. I believe Arsenal need to be looking at how to win next season, but Mikel Arteta is still looking how to build his team and become better across the next 5 years. And you don't blame him. He's the manager that has made us who we are. So he's got the benefit of the doubt. But what I want to say when it comes to the striker situation, we cannot go above June without getting our striker, because things are going to get a little bit complicated. Hugo Ekitike is now a big target for Chelsea. Sesko is a big target for Manchester United. And Christopher Vivo, the guy that actually spotted and scouted Sesko, and the guy that discovered Sesko, is now at Manchester United and is pushing Manchester United to sign Benjamin Sesko. So within the first month, which is June, Arsenal must be able to go out there and sign a striker. I don't care whether you sign Liam Delap. I don't care whether you sign João Pedro. I don't care whether it's Sesko. I don't care whether it's Gyökeres. First, get me a striker. After getting a striker, we shall debate on how good they are. We shall debate on how suitable they are. Right? So that is number two on the plan. Number three is a left winger. And it's for me, I want to believe the words of Fabrizio Romano. But the problem with Arsenal's winger interest is that It has always been there. And there is not one single window that I can recall in the past 6 years that Arsenal have not been interested in a new winger. Like, we can just name names of players that we have been linked with. Last summer, Bakayoko. You remember? Nico Williams as well. There was a time when we were linked with Yeremy Pino too. It's been an endless links, right? And I think Arsenal need to work on this summer. That's the truth. Work on this summer. This summer is the deadline. It's the ultimatum. You've been linked with Kudus. You've been linked with Mitoma. You've been linked with Cunha. We have been linked with each and every planet, every creature on the planet that has a left foot or a right foot that can invert on the left-hand side. So go and get that one done. Now, I will excuse Andre Bata if we don't sign a left winger in June or even in July. Because yes, it's a priority. Don't get me wrong, it's a priority. But it's a priority that might need Arsenal to do some sales. That's number one. It's a priority that might need Arsenal to raise some money first. Okay? You sign a striker, you sign Martin Zubimendi, you pull up a little bit, you raise some money. That's okay. And if anyone is telling me, oh, we have to sell to sign a left winger, that is okay. We can afford to give that position some time. So it's a deal that could happen late in June. In July, sorry, and it's a deal that could happen later on in August. But I don't have a problem with that as long as you get the job done. A backup goalkeeper. Now, Joan Garcia has given his green light to Barcelona to join them this summer. And that puts the goalkeeper position at Arsenal in kind of jeopardy. Now, of course, the backup goalkeeper position is not one that is going to cost Arsenal the league or cost Arsenal the UEFA Champions League. You have David Raya, one of the best goalkeepers in the world, goalkeeper of the season, so it's okay. But I don't know when Arsenal plan on signing a backup goalkeeper, okay? And there's also a question as well, how many are we going to sign? Because there was talk from The Athletic that Arsenal could actually lose Tommy Setford this summer, like on loan, right? So if you lose Tommy Setford and maybe Carl Hayne lives on a permanent, then absolutely you're going to need two good goalkeepers coming in, or at least two goalkeepers coming in. Because Tommy Setford is our third choice goalkeeper, and Carl Hayne would have been our second choice goalkeeper if he comes back from, I think he's at Valladolid right about now. But I would say the backup goalkeeper should come by the end of July. We should have our new backup goalkeeper, and Garcia would have been a very good one. But I understand Andre Bata has told Mikel Arteta, why are you spending 22 million on a new goalkeeper who is the backup goalkeeper, yet you need to spend that money in other areas? You're asking for a left back, you're asking for a centre back, you're asking for another midfielder, and you're also talking about a left winger and a striker. Let's put that money elsewhere, and then we can get a cheaper option as a GK. And I understand that, and I agree with that. One more defender is also looked at Arsenal. I don't know whether, because it was Dean Hewson, right? Now, Arsenal have got this tendency of looking at a player as a market opportunity, and you either get that player or you don't. Like last summer, we wanted Benjamin Sesko. The moment Sesko was no longer available, Arsenal started, blabbering around until the deal didn't happen, until we didn't get a centre forward. So I think when it comes to a centre back, I kind of feel like Arsenal wanted Dean Hewson, and they wanted to exploit that 50 million clause that had to be paid within 18 months. And with that deal off the table, are Arsenal really going to look at the likes of Ousmane Diamonde, the likes of Gerard Hartel? Is it a priority that Mikel adds another centre back? I don't think so. A left back, for me, when it comes to the left back, it's going to depend on what happens with Zinchenko, Tomiyasu, and Kieran Tierney. But I think we might see a left back arrive at Arsenal this summer. It's part of the plan. Now, there are two things that are not part of the plan that I think Arsenal should focus on. Actually, three things. One, if Arsenal get a centre forward this summer, of course, Kai Havertz is there, right? We must get a creative midfielder. For me, it's not on the plan. Yes, there are links that Arsenal are linked to Morgan Gibbs White, but they're not coming in from very credible sources, which means it is a whole load of crap. But I would love to see Arsenal go in and sign a player like Morgan Gibbs White. Number two, I want Arsenal to have another player in that central midfield position, a player that is as athletic and energetic as Declan Rice. I'm talking of the likes of Morgan Rogers, someone like that. Kind of different profile, obviously, but you understand what I'm talking about. The athleticism, the energy, and the drive. Someone like that. I think Arsenal need to work on that. And of course, Arsenal planning to work on sales and also extending player contracts, like you already know we're working. But by the end of this window, Arsenal must absolutely have an elite attacking force. If that is not achieved, then this window will be a complete utter failure.